my world stopped. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to make videos anymore. I didn't even want to work out. All I wanted to do was wake up from this nightmare. But I woke up this morning and I said, it's time to get back. Once again, y'all, we are on the move. The last clip you saw was a week and a half ago, something like that, don't remember. We have to take this car back. And we're gonna get into some details of why we have to take this car back and what we need to do next. Anyway, this is a 2023, I think, Nissan Altima SR. Very awesome car. If you know, I used to have a Nissan Altima. I had a 2011 Nissan Altima, and I love that car. It was awesome. If you ever need a rental car, get your Nissan Altima. Y'all, this video seems frantic in any way. That's literally how it is, all right? That's how life has been since the accident. We've been all over the place. We've been back, forth. And we're literally just trying to keep up. That's it, trying to keep up. So let's talk about rental cars real quick. Check your insurance policy. When you get a chance, just check it, all right? We had full coverage on our Mazda CX5, and that full coverage includes a rental car. So that's how we got this rental car. The thing about it is, in the policy, it states that you can keep the rental car up to 30 days. Awesome, that's great. It gives you some time to figure out what to do next about a replacement car or getting your car fixed. Now, in our situation, unfortunately, the Mazda CX5 has been totaled. I'm trying my best not to vlog and drive, so since we're at a red light, let's talk. So, this is the mindset of the insurance company. If you're involved in an accident, then they give you a rental car. So our insurance policy, we had full coverage on the Mazda, so that allows us to get a rental car. They say that you can keep the rental car for up to 30 days. Keep that in mind, up to 30 days. And the mindset is that if your car is in an accident, it's gonna end up at some collision center somewhere, at some repair shop, and they're gonna repair it within 30 days. And typically it takes less than 30 days to do it anyway, depending on the severity of the accident or the parts or whatever. So it's supposed to take less than 30 days, so they give you up to 30 days. Check the fine print, read the fine print, read your policy, all right? Most of us don't. Check the fine print. In the fine print of our policy, it says, yes, you can keep it up to 30 days as long as your car is being repaired. Now, the Mazda CX5 was totaled out, unfortunately. So if in a case of a totaled vehicle, you're allowed to keep the rental car for 72 hours. How does that make sense? All right, the car's in a repair shop. We know it's getting repaired. You can keep it up. You can keep the rental car for up to 30 days until your car is repaired. If it's totaled out, you have 3 days to figure it out. How much sense does that make? I don't know. Let me know. That doesn't make sense to me. So first, we were thinking, all right, we have 30 days to figure out the next vehicle or what we're gonna do as far as another car. Now we have 72 hours, 3 days. And guess what day we found that out? Day 3. So of course you have the opportunity to extend the rental, but that's on you. That's coming out of your pocket. Now, the rental car, the rate for this car was $30 a day. Well, it was $31 a day. Our policy included a rental car up to $30 a day, so we're paying for the extra $1 a day. So for us to extend, it's still $30 a day. Like I said, that's on our dime, not on our policy. Oh, Altima got some get up. Now, big shout out to our insurance company, Geico. Since we found it out on day 3, they went ahead and extended it on them for 3 more days. So big shout out to Geico, we do appreciate that. But now we have to take it back. So we did extend it ourselves for another 5 days, I think it was. So it's only $30 a day or $31 a day, but that adds up, y'all. $5, 5 days, $31 a day. Yeah, we taking this car back. All right. So I had thought to do a full review of this Nissan Altima, but it just is. I think the situation doesn't really feel fit to do a review, like for the reason that we have this car, the accident. I didn't know, it didn't feel right doing a review. So anyway, here's the Nissan Altima. Here's the interior. Y'all, this car actually has paddle shifters on it. Enterprise rental car. What's going on? All right, listen. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate you.
Y'all, the automotive market sucks. I want you to do this. You. I want you to do this right now. Pull out your computer and go to autotrader.com. And I want you to type in the 2025 Mazda CX5. The top trim level now is called the Signature. Just pull it up and take a look at it. All right. The only thing that a new Mazda CX5 Signature has that my wife's top trim didn't have is Apple CarPlay, turbocharged engine, the updated headlights and taillights, and all-wheel drive. Aside from those things, my wife's car had everything you could possibly have in a luxury top high-end vehicle. Now scroll down to the price. $43,335. Backtrack. Just 5 years ago, the top trim level Grand Touring was sub $30,000. Now we're looking at $43,000 for a top trim level Mazda CX5. I remind you, that car would have been paid off next year. So the question is, what do you do? All right, now I'm gonna give you some numbers, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how much we paid. In 2020, we financed this Mazda CX5 2017. We were paying $350 a month. That's great. It's not bad. The 2025 Mazda CX5 Signature, top of the line, brand new. And if you go down and you can go, they'll give you a guesstimate almost of what you can expect to pay if depending on your credit, depending on your down payment. Now this is based on top tier credit, $615. Almost double what we were paying before. Now, we're also considering doing something different. Like my wife wanted to stick with Mazda because, like I said before, the Mazda kept her safe. That's the only thing that's important. The Mazda kept her safe. She walked away from the accident, which is all we can ask for. So she wants to stick with Mazda, which I completely, fully understand and agree with. I would like to talk her into an F-150. I tried. It's not going to work. Maybe a Mustang or a Bronco. Anyway, it's not going to work. All right. So she wants to stick with Mazda. I completely support and agree with that. So we were looking at other Mazda new trim. We're looking at other Mazdas, other new Mazdas like the CX-70, the CX-90. Brand new, top of the line. They are running at $68,000. All right, looking at some used cars, I did click the features that you wanted to have. So first of all, I went 2022 to 2026 because you want something a little newer. We went over to features at the bottom and I clicked Apple CarPlay. And I clicked basically most of the features that you wanted to have. Heated seats, leather seats, sunroof, all this backup camera, blind spot monitoring, I think all that's included anyway. But all the safety features we want, again, for obvious reasons. So we're clicking backup camera, blind spot monitor, brake assist, lane departure warning, security system. We want all that, of course. All right, so we're looking at prices here. You got 26, you got 26, and that one's black. You got the Carbon Edition cars, 28,000 miles, 26. So there are some options out here. There are some good prices out here. But it's still that same feeling. And now you're starting all over. Like I said, that car will be paid off next year. Now we're starting all over completely. Sure enough, it's a brand new car. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, so there's some options, and I think the best choice for us at the moment is either look into leasing a brand new Mazda, which would still be more than what we were paying before, or getting a used car. So yeah, what do you guys think? It's the problem is that it's so limited, right? The time is limited. Options are limited as well. So I don't know. It's like, what do you do? What do you do? Now, we were blessed to buy both vehicles when we did. We bought the Mazda CX-5, and I think it was in May when we actually financed it outright. And we bought the F-150 in July. I remember that specifically. It was July of 2020. Mid-COVID, we got good prices for both of them. Now, we were blessed to buy the one we did, and the reason why I say that is because if you remember, at the end of 2020, the 2021 F-150s came out. And I remember that specifically because that's when prices went haywire. The price for a brand new F-150, the new gen models, was $60,000. I remember it specifically because everybody was like, no, we're not doing that. There's no way. So, like I said, we were blessed about it when we did. Now, there are these experts that are predicting that the car market is going to crash really soon and that the prices of a new vehicle are going to come down. Now, this is not a political channel whatsoever, but now you have someone who's putting tariffs on everybody, which means the price for a new vehicle is going to go back up. So it's this bad cycle that we're in we went from COVID, where prices went up. Now we're dealing with this, and prices are going to go up. So the question is, what do you do? Because if the new car market goes up, right, people are going to look at used cars, which is what we're probably going to have to do, which means the used car market is going to go up because demand is going to go up. You see where I'm going with this? It's just the worst time. Like I say, the car market sucks. It's the worst time to buy a new vehicle. Now, both myself and my wife, we both work full-time jobs, and we both have to work tomorrow. We have one vehicle, and we both have to work tomorrow. We have kids who have to go to school. So what do you do? Now, if this car was working, that would be my daily driver, and my wife would drive the truck. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. I'd deal with it, all right? It's not in the tip-top shape, but I would deal with it. But the car is not ready yet. The car is not, I mean, we haven't even had time. Everything's been on hold for me, all right? Everything's been on hold. The car's been on hold. The garage bill's been on hold. And it is what it is. Life happens, and you just roll with it. You deal with it the best you can. You pray about it first. Then you deal with it the best you can. So what do, right? Tomorrow, I'm going to be on the bus. I'm going to take the bus to work tomorrow. And if you know about anything about Atlanta public transportation, that should be fun. That should be a lot of fun. All right.